Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. DOS here. Welcome to me reacting to Volume 3's music. So like we did with last volume, I will not be reacting to mainly instrumental stuff and none of the like background music that they've been including, because that's just a long video. I will say there is one song that I definitely will not be reacting to, and that is what was it called? The Crow versus Winter fight. That one is gonna, it's just an instrumental. It's just the music that played during that battle. But I will be reacting to When It Falls, I'm the One, It's My Turn, Not Fall in Love with You, Neon, Mirror Mirror Part 2, Divide, Cold. I will be doing Time to Say Goodbye Acoustic featuring Casey Lee Williams, as well as It's My Turn, the James Landino remix. And then I'll be finishing off with RWBY versus FNKI, because everything else is a instrumental and orchestral thing with no like actual like lyrics for it. I don't believe, yeah, and the SSSN versus NDGO doesn't have any lyrics to it. It's just instrumental, so we won't be reacting to that. I will be using Flint of RWBY for the majority of these songs. He's only done When It Falls, I'm the One, It's My Turn, Not Fall in Love with You, Neon, Mirror Mirror Part 2, Divide, and Cold. So I'll be using him for that, and then for the remainders, which I think, which is Time to Say Goodbye Acoustic, the James Landino remix of It's My Turn, and RWBY vs. FNKI. Those will be just the stock Volume 3 like album picture, I guess. And like always, we will be going into a deep dive in the lyrics, seeing what we think they mean towards the characters in the story, and relating it to maybe some personal experiences and stuff like that. I've been super excited for this. I thought the music for this volume was fantastic. I thought it was super fun and just really set the tone for a lot. I know it's kind of divided on people who are excited for Volume 4 and not. People have said that it definitely, the tone for RWBY has changes in Volume 4. So I apologize for that sound. I did not mean for that to go off. I now use Slack for work, so I am terribly sorry. But yeah, we're gonna start off with When It Falls. But before that, I do want to thank some beautiful people. I want to thank Benjamin Burdett and Meredith Flugelhorn for being channel members. They've been channel members throughout Volume 3, and I greatly appreciate them and their support. They get early access to these videos a full week early. So they're actually watching this they've actually watched this a week before you guys have. So if you want to get that early access in and get these RWBY videos a week before the rest of YouTube, you guys can join the cheapest tier and you'll get a week early access. This will go into other catch-up things that I'll be going into. I'll probably be starting an anime in around June or July. Just right now, everything's a bit hectic. I've just started my new job, so I have less time than I did before. But I'm still going to put in the work. I'm still going to do all that effort. I will say I am also going to be reacting to the Falcon Winter Soldier series. The first episode would have aired previous week that you guys on YouTube are seeing this, so look out for my reactions for that, and hopefully if everything works out I can have reactions to me watching the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League out. But yeah, enough yapping because it's going to be a long ass video. Let's listen to this beautiful music. So I'll see you there. Alrighty, we've got When It Falls featuring Casey Williams by Jeff Williams with lyrics. Let's do this. I'm really excited. Let's have that up. So this is the intro, obviously. I feel like this is a really good intro. I liked how it starts off so beautiful and so metal. It's so good. I love like the part where they're all going like at the end of the circle, but I'm excited to see what's in the rest of the song. Ah, okay. I haven't seen these lyrics yet, so this is interesting to actually like see them. I love this part right here. I love that part. And this is obviously where the intro would end, right here. Ooh. I love the tempo of this song. The tempo is so good. Ooh. Interesting. Jesus, the range on Casey. Ooh, I like that. I like those chords. I like the harmonies. Ooh, you know how I feel about a good guitar solo. Oh. Oh, that's so good. That's so tasty right there. Just, thank you for this meal. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's very true. That's very true. Ooh, I like that. I like that absence of music and just the weight of that. That was good. God, I love that end piece right there. That was great. That was fantastic. All right. Let's look at these lyrics, huh? Let's take a look at them. So I caught a few of them, but I always love going through these. So maybe red like roses. Maybe it's the pool of blood. This is obviously... I'm thinking is a reference to RWBY. Obviously, like one of the previous songs from one of the previous volumes is red like roses. But now maybe it's actually a pool of blood. The innocents will lay in when in the end you fail to save them. That's pretty rough. So basically saying like maybe instead of roses, that's just blood from people that you failed. Their dying eyes are wide and white like snow. And now they know the cost of trusting you's obliteration. That's heavy. This is basically like anyone who's like in the shore or anything like that are like feeling like second guessing themselves and trying to like save people, but like they're failing. This is like the blame. Like this is like them saying like all these people are dead because of you. They trusted you and you failed them, and now they're dead. I feel like this is very much. Wow, if you paid attention to the lyrics, I mean, this is for most shows, but if you pay attention to the lyrics for this, you know basically what happened at the end of the volume. Because a lot of people died. I'm pretty sure tons of civilians died, but then we also have like main characters who died as well. We have the pre-chorus, mirrors will shatter, crushed by the weight of the world, the pillars collapse in shame. So obviously like in the intro it shows like the actual mirrors shatter and stuff like that. Crushed by the weight of the world, the pillars collapse in shame. I think maybe the pillars are like the pillars of like society, and with with everything happening in the world, society and like order will crumble and fall, I guess. There'll be no rest, there'll be no love, there'll be no hero in the end who will rise above. So it's basically just saying like pessimist, like being like there's nothing good in the world. There's not going to be any like slowing down. There's not going to be any kindness. There's not going to be some knight in shining armor to save us. Who will come up and rise above all the evil. And when it ends, the good will crawl, the shining light will sink in darkness. Victory for hate incarnate, misery and pain for all when it falls. So it's basically saying like when all this fighting and everything is over, the good guys, the good people, they're going to be on their hands and knees. The light, the hope, the joy is going to go away, and the darkness, the hate, the anger, the rage is going to overtake. Victory for hate incarnate, victory for evil, victory for anger, victory for war, misery and pain for everyone. No one escapes from war. Everyone's going to deal with something when it falls, when society falls, when love and all that stuff falls. We have verse 2. Swallowed by the darkness, soon the moon is bathed in black. That's a very nice imagery. So basically like the night has consumed it. All darkness has consumed. The moon will not even be shining in the sky. It'll be blotted out. The light of hope is taken, and discontent is the contagion. Again, it's being like war is overtaking everything. The hope that people held is gone. Anger and resentment is taking over. It's blinding them like this, the blinding eyes that burn a yellow flame. The embers that remain will light the fuse of condemnation. It's basically saying that the people who survive will probably condemn the others. They'll probably like have this seated hatred from the horrors that have been happening. Kingdoms in tatters, hung on the brink of a war, the peace will succumb to flames. This is obviously referencing RWBY and what's happening, how the kingdoms are like in disarray. They don't know what the hell's happening. One kingdom is going to war. It's probably going to go to war with another one. And the peace that everyone was experiencing for years and years and years will soon be brought down and be replaced by war and violence. I have a beautiful guitar solo. Always love a good guitar solo. Such a good thing to have. We have the bridge. This is not a tragedy. It's not an accident. You place your faith in fools, and now you'll smother and lament. So it's basically them telling you, like, none of this was by chance. You did this. You put your faith in the wrong people. You chose to go with... This is like a very pessimist song. So they're basically saying, like, you chose to follow this optimist, and look where you are now. You chose someone who thought blindly and thought that the world was good when it's not. They play the part of allies, claiming peace their only goal. But once the fight for power starts, they'll eat each other whole. This is basically like anyone in the world. Like whether in RWBY it's like the kingdoms or in IRL it's countries. Everyone wants to play the part of being friends. Everyone wants to be allies and don't want to fight each other. And they're all saying like, oh, we just want world peace. That's all we want. That's all we care about. But then once power comes into effect, a fight breaks out. And they'll eat their words. They'll go back on everything and they'll just go out into an all-out war. Their iron gloves point fingers. They'll wage a war of blame. And mankind will in pain. I feel like this is like a reference to like ruling with an iron fist. So like the iron gloves will point fingers like, we didn't start the war, they did. Oh, they attacked us first, so we're gonna go and get them. And then they'll just be blaming each other and then the war will start, and then mankind and innocent people and people who don't care about fighting, don't care about the war will get hurt. They'll end up be suffering the most. Then we have, there'll be no rest, there'll be no love, there'll be no hero in the end who will rise above, and when it ends, the good will crawl, shine will sing in darkness, victory, hate incarnate, misery and pain for all when it falls. Obviously, it's just sticking it into you a little bit more so that they can drive their point the entire way. This is a very pessimistic way of thinking. It says right here, it foreshadows far darker times than previous volumes do. This is a very pessimist way of thinking. Like, there's no optimism, there's no hope, there's nothing. Like, it's just being like, the world's fucked, everything's screwed, like, don't even try. So I think that's not the way I like to think. I love how this song is structured. I love that these lyrics are like very different than what past ones have been. Past ones have been more about love and hope and stuff like that, and this one's just been like, no, the world's fucked, we're all fucked, there's nothing we can do. So I think that's a really interesting change, you know? It's very fascinating. But, man, that was great. Alright, on to the next song. Alright, up next is I'm the One, featuring Casey Lee Williams. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this one. Ooh, I like this. Ooh. Ah, this reminds me of something, but I don't know what. It really reminds me of something. Ah, so it's both of them singing it. That's great. I love how fast-paced this is. So much energy. Ooh, I love it. They're basically like showing off. Yeah, they're basically like talking shit. Interesting. That's an interesting way. I love that whole cadence. That was nice. I like to play on like these common like phrases. Dude, I love the structure of these. Like, it's just a nice change in cadence and tempo. This has so much like emotion in it. You can like really feel it. Yeah, that's definitely her. That is basically just telling them like what they both can do. Ooh, that break in this was just drums. Ooh, that was a nice effect right there. You can hear it going from ear to ear. Like the drums are like all the kicks that he's doing, you know? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice way to rhyme it. Ah, nice. God, I love that change. It's like very like 70s, you know? Like 70s, 80s. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it sounds so sinister and cool. Oh my god, it's so good. Ooh. Oh, those French horns? Those are some good French horns right there. Ooh. I love this. I love like the whole duo for it. Oh, that that was so good. That was so good. I want to listen to that again, but oh my god. Okay, we'll get to you right now. It's my turn. We need to pull up the lyrics for that. All right, I'm the one. Let's go ahead and... God, I just gotta say that was so good. That was so good. Man, that was so good. That was... Oh my god. Obviously, it's... The song is both of them singing it. They're describing each other's experiences, basically, what they can do, and they're basically just talking shit, being like, we're gonna run circles around you. So, let's get into this. First one, Jeff Williams and Casey Lee Williams, and both. So, welcome to the bloodbath. Jump into the tub. Fist fight. Deathmatch. Come and join the club. So this basically, this obviously, as you can see by the pictures right there, this plays during the fight with Team Coffee's like duos. So obviously this being like, hey, we're here. We're ready for this fight. Welcome to the deathmatch. One way in, one way out, you know? And obviously, kickstart your face with a metal-clad boot. That's obviously referencing Mercury. Should give up now. Your retaliation's moot. Which, love that. I love rhyming that. And basically, again, just being cocky, being like, just don't even bother. Don't even sweat it. You're gonna lose regardless. So, just make it easy for yourself. Oh yeah, I'll run circles around you. I can touch the sky. I'm gonna make you hurt. I'm gonna make you cry. Because Mercury's actually pretty quick from what we saw. And his kicks are pretty goddamn quick. Like, you have to realize Mercury kept up with RWBY, who is probably one of the fastest people that I've seen in the show. So Mercury obviously has really good reflexes and is very skilled in combat. You want to mess around? Well, come on, let's go. Got no time to waste. Let's start the show. Mercury, obviously, like, his name is a reference to the Roman version of Hermes, the god of communication, stuff like that. And Hermes and Mercury are very much well known for being speedy characters and gods, stuff like that. So obviously, like, Mercury is all about speed, getting in and out, doing things quickly, and just kicking the shit out of people very fast. So I guess that. And the one that your mama said, don't mess with them or you'll end up dead, that type, they don't follow any rules. He basically just warning them, being like, hey, you know all those bad people that your mom worried about? Yeah, that's me, motherfucker. So watch your fucking back. Very cocky. You're looking tall. You're looking tough. I'm sorry, dude. It's not enough. He's basically just saying, like, you may look like you can handle yourself, you can handle me, but in reality, you really can't. You're just a fake, a fraud. Well, you're just a show that you put on. Your girlfriend's purse won't help you win this duel. That's pretty rough. Basically being like, we all know you let your girlfriend fight for you. Nothing's gonna happen with that. And obviously, this is a pretty good reference to these two right here, obviously, because he's very much the tough one. Like, he looks big and brutish and stuff like that. And obviously, her weapon's a freaking purse. So it can mean what I said, and it also could mean literally for what's happening in the duel. And pre-chorus, I really like this one. The bigger they are, then the more that they bleed. Usually the line is, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. This is just more brutal, more into it, and just really interesting to hear. It's very clever. And then they play off of that with the deeper the scars that won't heal. So they're basically saying, like usually, like, when you get like a cut on yourself, like a small thin cut, it'll heal and you won't really see anything. But if you get like a really like deep one, it won't really like heal. That scar will always stay. It'll always be like a blemish, you know? And buckets of pain as they lie there in shame, knowing how true defeat feels. So I take the deeper the scars that won't heal, I kind of take that as like metaphorical, being like, this failure, this defeat for these two people that we're fighting, it's gonna be so brutal, it's so bad for them, that it's gonna be in their minds forever. It'll never go away. It'll always be a blemish on them. They're gonna feel so much pain, and they're just gonna lie there and just feel so bad and feel so sorry about themselves, and they're gonna know what failing really means. You have this beautiful chorus with here. I'm the one that was born in a nightmare, a murderer's son. Obviously Mercury, apparently his father was a murderer. Got no gun, but I gleam like a blade, and I'm harder than iron. I'm the one who rose out of filth and was loved by no one. So these two are basically, the top two are Mercury. So I'm the one that was born in nightmare, a murderer's son, got no gun, but I gleam like a blade, and I'm harder than iron. As we know, Mercury doesn't use an actual weapon. His legs are his weapons, and they have guns on them and stuff like that. But then we move on to Emeralds. I'm the one who rose out of filth and was loved by no one. Delusion. I'll steal till you're blind and defeat you from your mind. Defeat you from inside your mind. So as we saw with the whole episode where Cinder was recruiting Mercury and Emerald, we saw that she was kind of like a street rat. She was a petty thief, you know? And so it looks like that she just was on the streets, and that's how she grew up. That's all she knew. And she didn't have family. She didn't have anyone that she can call family, that she can go back to, that loved her. So she just was on her own. And with her powers, it's delusion. She creates this like perception filter over people, kind of like the Doctor from Doctor Who with his psychic paper. It makes you believe what she wants you to believe, and that helps her steal people blind. Like basically, like she can make people give her what she wants without them even realizing it. And she's saying, I defeat you from inside your mind. So that's basically just being like, I'll just get into your head and I'll just fuck with it. I'll make you think you're doing something when you're actually doing something else. Which I think that's a very interesting power, by the way. That's very clever. I want to see that used more, and see how that can really like play out. Because powers like that are always really, really cool to see, you know? But then we move on to the second verse. We got, you're still standing up. Well, let's go another round. Singing King of Pain, and you're gonna get crowned. So they're basically like, you got more fight in you, really? All right, let's just keep going then. And he's basically saying like, you got a great voice when you're screaming and singing in pain. You're the best one that I know that could do that. So you're basically the king of it. You know, you're gonna get crowned. You move on to like, you like the way I dress? Yeah, I'm fine. The blood's gonna stain, but it won't be mine. Basically just being like, yeah, I know I'm bad. I know I'm hot. And I know you like it as well. I don't need your validation. I already know I'm a fucking catch. Oh, the blood's gonna stain my clothes? Oh, don't you worry. It's not mine. So I don't have to worry about it that much. It's yours. Very cocky, very like feeling themselves. They know what their skills are. They know how good they are at fighting, so they can afford to be this cocky. And obviously, yeah. Just chill here while I drop into the brush. See you when I land, and you're gonna feel the crush. So basically, being like, hey, just stay right there while I go hide in here, and then you're gonna feel the pain when I just get on you again and start beating the shit out of you again. This is a reference, obviously, to what's happening during the fight and everything. Lay right down and grab a little rest. Basically, like, just stay down. Just stay down. Stop fighting. Like, I guess you didn't know you were dealing with the best. Again, the cockiness, being like, just take a breather. I'm beating your ass. So I'll let you have a minute. Just rest and realize that you're not going to win. You should have stayed at home today. This fisticuff won't go your way. I like that rhyme and scream. Basically just, again, cockiness. Just being like, you should have just slept in. Like, you should just never come in, because there's no goddamn way that you're winning this, no matter what. This fight isn't going to end in your favor. This confrontation isn't just for school. So this is very much like obvious. Like, they're not in any of these schools. So they're saying like, this fight isn't for some school for bragging rights of one of the kingdoms. No, we have an ulterior motive for this, and you know exactly what we're doing. Then it might be hard to hear me say, kicking your ass is child's play. Hope you're not crushed by this ridicule. So it basically saying like, I know this isn't what people would want to hear, but it's the truth. I mean, beating the shit out of you is so easy. You're not making me break a sweat. But I hope that you don't feel too bad by me shitting all over your chest, basically. Then we move on to the pre-chorus again, a slap on the wrist and a kick to the chin, a hint of the flavor of steel. No one to blame, it's the end of the game. So I feel like this is like a reference to Mercury being like, obviously a kick to the chin, so he deals with kicks, and then a hint of the flavor of steel, since his weapons, like his feet are metal, they're robotic, so they're gonna taste steel, they're gonna taste the metal of his feet as he's kicking the shit out of him, and being like, there's no one to blame, the fight's already over, you didn't have anything that you can do, the humiliation is real, you played yourself. And then we get a different chorus, the one that kind of continues on from the one before. I'm the one that was ripped from the earth and exposed to the sun, overrun by the pain and the beatings defiled by a father. So this is Mercury again talking like, I'm the one that was pulled out of where I was living. I was abused by my father, hit over and over and over again. It was more than I could take. I'm the one, I'll race with your eyes and you'll never outrun. Illusions will conquer your mind and will make you fulfill my design. So I don't know if I'm the one, I'll race with your eyes and you'll never outrun. I don't know if that's referencing Mercury or Emerald or both of them. But obviously, illusions will conquer your mind and will make you fulfill my design. That's obviously a reference to Emerald. She's got her perception filter. She can make people do exactly what she wants, all to her plan, all to her design. She will easily just conquer, you mentally. I think this is a very interesting song. It's very much just them talking shit to people and just saying that they are fucking beasts, they are bomb, they are the best. Like, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing. Like, you are gonna get fucked no matter what. And I'm kind of living for that. I like how cocky they are. I have a special place in my heart for Mercury just because his voice actor is Yuri Lowenthal, aka teenager Ben 10, or Spider-Man from the PS4. But I really like Emerald. I think Emerald is a really, really interesting character. I like her design. And I don't know, there's just something about Emerald that intrigues me about her, you know? But this is an interesting song. I love the pace of this song. It changes so much. The tempo and cadence of the song is just all over the place, and I like it because in a fight you're gonna have like that whole all over the place. Like, you're gonna have these moments of just fast fighting speed, and you're gonna have these moments of reprieve, of like getting your breath, kind of seeing what your enemy's gonna do, thinking about what you're gonna do next, and then you go back into it, like going into the fray, doing fighting and fighting and fighting. I like that. That's like a really good like representation of what that would be. But it's really nice. It's just really, really, really nice to see that. But enough of that about that. We're moving on to It's My Turn. Obviously, we got a picture of Weiss here. I think I have a pretty good idea what this song is going to be about. So let's listen to it, all right? Let's see what we got. Ooh, I like this like lo-fi sound to it. This is referencing like exactly what she's at the winter. Like, this place is so different. Wow. That sucks. What the fuck, dude? Really? I love the sound of this song. It's very lo-fi. Oh, okay, now that's a change. This is all stuff that Weiss has been told, huh? Oh. So this is why people like Y so much, huh? Still not my favorite, but she's definitely better than she was. Yeah, you can feel it in the song now. She's her own person. She's rebelling, hence like this more like rebellious sound. Ooh, I like that harmony. It's a very empowering song. Got freedom, I'm assuming. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice. Confrontation. Sucks. I know there's people in the world that feel like this. Damn. Ooh, I love that crescendo right there in the... Yes! Yes! I live for these solos, man. Ooh. Dude, that raw emotion in this lyric. Nice. Good for you. This is a very empowering song. It's basically just Y saying fuck you. I'm living my own life. Which I respect. Well, that's the end. Nice. Very interesting. That's obviously Weiss just being like, fuck you. You've tormented me all my life. You've said what to do and what not to do. This is what I want to do. I'm my own person. I'm living my own life. Which is nice. Very, very nice. So let's get into these lyrics. So obviously the song starts off with very lo-fi feeling, very calming, and then it changes into this very like more like rock type of like feel to it, which I feel like is like the beginning is like her conforming to what her family's been telling her, what's been like told to her, what she's been told to believe, and then the rock more like portion of it is like more like for rebelling, her being like, no, this is my life, I'm living my own life, you can't tell me what to do. So let's see if I'm right. When I was young, if I just closed my eyes, then I could go anywhere. Dream of any place. Imagination set the pace, and my heart was happy there. I'm pretty sure most of us have done this as a kid. Just sit there and daydream. Just imagine, man, what if I could like be like in space, in Japan, in England, stuff like that, and just have like these wonderful experiences and journeys and just these great like moments in our minds, and we can like believe that one day that these can be reality. We dream and we want to make these real. But then it goes to, what a shame that you came around and told me, said my dreams can't come true. Don't be foolish, give up your wish, big things aren't for you. So basically saying like her parents said like, no, all these dumb things that you're thinking of, they're not going to come true. They're never going to come true. Stop being stupid. Give up on your dream. Give up on your wish. These like these goals of aspiration don't suit you. They're not for you. And how you'd scold and chide me, forever criticize me. But now I know the truth. Basically being like what just happened, like being like, you're being idiotic. You're being a child. Like, why are you thinking like this? Like, basically just being an asshole to her. And then, like, she believed this. She believed all this when she was a kid. However, the ending line, but now I know the truth. Because she's gone out in the world. She experienced things besides her family. So, you were the one who held me down and told me I was heading nowhere. You said, know your place, accept your fate, and show good face. And be thankful that you're there. That so long ago, when you owned me, I believed it was true. Bend me, shape me, build me, break me. Why was I your fool? This is basically Weiss telling her family, like, you guys were the one who just told me all these things. Just, like, beat me down over and over and over again. Told me, like, be proper, be prim, know your place. Accept what you're going to be doing in life and just put on a pretty face. Just be happy. Show that like, just try to be happy for to save face for the family. And be thankful that you're even here in the first place. She's saying that was just so long ago. When you owned me, when I didn't get to choose what to do with my life, when I was my own person, you owned me like I was some dog. And I believed it was true. She believed that everything I was being told was true. She thought that was just what was going to happen. And obviously bend me, shape me, build me, break me. Being like, you did all this stuff. You tried to bend me and shape me into what you wanted me to be. You tried to build me up to be this perfect daughter. And you broke these other aspects of me that were the true me. To try to be more like what you wanted. She's asking, like, why was I your fool? Why did I believe anything you told me? Why was I so obedient to you? And then it goes into this very strong pre-chorus of, and now I'm so much stronger. I'm not yours any longer. I've got a message here for you. Being like, I have experienced so much more stuff. I've become stronger for it. I've gained so much knowledge and know who I am and what I want to be. And she's going to tell you this. Time for you to learn. It's my turn. I won't be held down any longer. I've waited all my life, and it's finally here. She's just saying, like, you need to shut up and listen now. It's my turn. I've waited for so long for this opportunity, and now it's here. It all begins a chance to win, a dream that's been a lifetime, an endless, vast uphill climb. The day I've waited for is drawing near. I'm assuming Weiss's main wish was to become a huntress. And she's like, I have this opportunity. It's here now. I can do this. A chance to do this. A chance to make my dream a reality. Yes, it's going to be an uphill climb. Yes, there's going to be a lot of challenges and a lot of things to get over and try to beat. But this is what I've been waiting for. I'm willing to go through the troubles and the hardships that are in front of me. At this point, because of this line right here, it makes you assume that the father or something is like ignoring her and going to be and just walking away. So she says, hey, wait, turn and show your face. I've got a lot to say, and you're not going anywhere. Being like, don't you turn your back on me. I'm not done talking to you. I listened to everything that you said. Now you have to listen to what I have to say. So you sit your ass right there. And so I'm done. Like, you lose the time you ruled me. You lose the time you ruled me through. You ruled me through. I'm in control. I own my soul, and I'll never go back there. Being like, you've lost the opportunity to completely control my life, control what I do and what I think. I'm in control of my own life now. I own my soul. I own my destiny. And I'm never going to go back to what happened before. Wasted years I spent never knowing. I was kept, I was used, never ending, condescending. Now I just refuse. She wasted her childhood not knowing of the outside world, not knowing of how other people could be, not knowing that her dreams could be reality. She was kept in the dark. She was kept in like her, like where her family was basically, like, and she never got to experience anything on the outside. Never ending condescending, just constant like condescending talks and just beating Weiss down. But now she refuses to deal with it any longer, which I guess explains her bitchy attitude in the first volume. She didn't know how to react to other people because all she had to react to was her father, basically, which makes sense. Then we go into the pre-chorus. I don't care what it costs me. I know I almost lost me. Won't spend another day confused. So she's saying, like, I don't care what needs to be done for me to be able to get my dream fulfilled, be able to do what I want to do. Because back in the day, I almost lost who I was. I almost became what you wanted, not who I was to me. And I'm not going to spend another day confused about what I want to be in life, what I want to do. And we have this beautiful guitar solo after that. We go to the bridge, and he's like, you rose, I fell. Made my life hell. Anything to crush my soul, anything to feel control. Being like, you rose, you gained so much while you were pushing me down. You made my life a living hell. You made it horrible. You made my childhood absolutely horrible. You did anything to bring me down and to crush my dreams, crush my soul, anything so you can have that control over me, so that I couldn't think for myself, live for myself. Finally free, I've come so far. Finally see how sick you are. She's saying, like, now she's away from her family. Now she's out in the real world. She's experienced so much. She's come so far in her own like life. She can finally see just what a horrible father they were. What a horrible family. Like how they treated her. And she's saying right here, I've spent my life degraded, but I won't leave here jaded. I'll start again and finally prove. I mean, like, her whole life has been shit. But she's not going to let it get to her. She's going to forget about it and move on. She's going to start her life again. And she's going to prove that her dreams can come true. So just her telling it directly to their face. Time for you to learn. It's my turn. I won't be held down any longer. I've waited all my life and it's finally here. Being like, time for you to listen and shut up. It's my turn to live my life. You've lived my life for me already. It's my turn. I'm not going to be oppressed by you any longer. I've waited and I'm finally at this opportunity. It all begins. A chance to win, a dream that's been a lifetime, an endless vast uphill climb. The day I've waited for is drawing near. Again, like, she has this opportunity to do what she wants to do for her life. It's going to have a lot of hardships in it, but she's going to get through it because that's what she wants to do. She's there. I like this. I'm still not a huge fan of Weiss. She's not my favorite out of the four, but she's definitely not as bad as she used to be. And this definitely shows that as to why she was such a bitch in the first volume, because she didn't know how to interact with people. I like it. I like it a lot. I really like the smartness of having a very like soft and lo-fi type of sound to it at the beginning, and have it change this like very rebellious metal rock type of sound. I thought it was a very good representation of having like it show that Weiss was very like was trying to like uphold what her family wanted, and then being like, fuck it, I'm my own person. I like that. That's very smart. It's extremely clever. All right, we move on to the next one, which I think is Not Fall in Love with You. I'm excited for this one. It's an interesting artwork. Ooh, I like the sound of this. This is a very nice sound. Holy crap. Ooh, I love this. Such a different sound. Wow. This is basically Wukong doing like a love letter to Blake, huh? It's like this reminds me of like early 2000s songs, you know, like late 90s, early 2000s. Ooh. very funky, you know? This is very cute. I love this. PYT. Very clever lyrics. I love that wow thing. That's very different. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, mention autumn. That's interesting. Well, that's clever. That's a clever line. Yes! Guitar solos up the ass. Thank you. Such a funky beat, dude. I love it. I love how like she's like responding like, oh. It's a very, very sweet song. Also, I want to see who drew this, so hopefully put in the description. He didn't. Come on, Flint. Credit the artist. If anyone knows who drew this artwork, please let me know. I want to follow this person on like Twitter or Instagram if they have it, because this is fantastic artwork. It's very cute. It's definitely like an art style that I really enjoy. But come on, Flint, if you're gonna use like art like this for your videos, you gotta fucking like credit the artist, my dude. Like, come on. Anyway, let's move on to the lyrics. This is very much a love letter. So I know that Blake has been shipped with 2 different people, and I know one of them is Wukong. So, man, shipping in series is very dangerous. You can get into some really heated wars and debates with people like that. So this is very interesting. But yeah, this is obviously from Wukong's point of view, talking about Blake, since like you had Jeff singing it instead of Casey. So obviously this is going to be very straightforward to what the lyrics mean, to be perfectly honest. But you have you are my star, you are the one. You make me smile when the world's come undone. You are the one who sweeps me off my feet. Yeah, you totally rock. You're crazy and cool. Everything's all that I love about you. Girl of my dreams, you would make my life complete. That is so fucking sweet and cute. Holy shit. That sounds like something way better than I would write in high school. Obviously, Wukong's like smitten. He's super head over heels for Blake. Obviously, Wukong plays very cool, like, I don't really care demeanor, but really he does. And this just shows it. This is so sweet. This is very much self-explanatory. Like, he just is head over heels. Like, he loves everything about Blake. The pre-chorus, oh, but you're a distant dream to me. Oh, and I know, yeah, I know when I'm out of my league. How could it ever be? So basically just being like, him like saying like, yeah, I know you're a distant dream. Like, and he realizes, oh, yeah, I know when I'm out of my, oh, yeah, you're definitely out of my league. Yeah. How could it ever be? Like, how could we ever be together? He's like, during his singing of this, he's coming to agreement with himself, being like, yeah, you're distant to me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're definitely out of my league. Like, I know when I'm out of my league, and yeah, you're definitely out of my league. How could we ever be together? And then, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and not fall in love with you? A lot of times you have that like feeling, like I know, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, there's like, this person's way too pretty for me, way too smart, way too successful in their life. But what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't just not have these feelings for you. I can't like I can't not love you. Like, at some point in everyone's life, you're gonna feel that, or like, you know, like you probably have no chance, but you're still gonna feel the way that you feel. Can I do anything to conceal it? Can I lock up my heart and not feel it? Try to run from the fact, but there's no turning back. I'm in love. So he's basically asking, like, can I hide this? Can I have it so I don't feel love anymore? So I'm not in love with them. So maybe I can convince myself out of it. But no, there's not really anything I can do. I'm in love, and that's just it. You leave me weak, you make me strong. All that I need is to know I'm not wrong. If love is blind, how do I make you see me? It's basically being like, you make me super, like, scared. You leave my knee, you make my knees turn to jelly, basically. But you also make me feel strong. You make me feel grounded. And all I want to know is I'm not wrong for loving you. That I don't. This is something bad. And he's basically trying to say, like, love is blind. So, but how do I make you see me? How do I make you realize that I have these feelings for you? How do I make you notice me? Basically, for this next lyric, I need to look up what that is. I don't know what a PYT is. So let's see. PYT meaning. Pretty young thing. Okay. You see, I'm like a boomer at heart, so I did not know that. You're my pretty young thing, my chérie amour. One look at you and my heart starts to soar. No other girl could compete with your esprit. God, so many freaking lines for this. I really, really like. You're my pretty little thing. That's so stupid. It's so dumb. Chérie amour is my dearest love. That's very cute. That's very sweet. I like that a lot. Man, this is a really good like love song. Like, just like a confession. Like, that's so good. Like, man. And then no other girl complete with your spirit. That's quality of life. Like I mean, sorry, the quality of like being witty, like being sharp, being like having like being a witty person, basically. It's like no other girl can compete with how witty you are. Like, he's just fully laying on thick, going head over heels. I love it. I love how clever these lyrics are, adding words and terms that I'm not familiar with. I see you. Oh, and if your heart would just agree. Oh, and I know that I could be. Oh, I could believe you're all that I ever need. He's basically like pleading, like, if only like you felt the same way. I know that I could maybe be the one for you. I could be the person that you're looking for, or at least I could believe that. I could maybe believe that I'd be the only person you need. Like, I could be your true love. That's what maybe I could believe in. He's like pleading, he's hoping, he's praying. And then this is where it gets kind of fun. What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and not fall in love with you? So it's the exact same chorus. However, they add a little something different. They put, can I do anything to conceal it? And you have the response, no. There's nothing you can do. Can I lock up my heart and not feel it? Oh, no. No, you... you shouldn't be thinking like that. Try to run from the fact, but there's no turning back. I'm in love. So it's basically him coming to terms with, like, there's nothing I can do to hide this. Like, I'm fucked, basically. Like this. And like the autumn leaves, I just can't help myself. I'm falling, there's no doubt. I like the reference to autumn as well, just because of the whole volume that's been happening. But it's true, like with autumn leaves, like there's nothing that's going to happen. And autumn leaves are going to fall. He's basically saying, like, I'm falling in love with you. And there's nothing I can do to stop that. It's you and no one else. Is there any chance for this dream romance? Being like, I only love you and you only. Like, there's no one else that I feel this way about. It's just you. And it's like, is there any way possible that we can be together? That we can have this reciprocal love? And right here, he's just being like, should I just give up? What's a fool to do? Could you fall for me like I fell for you? Being like, is this even gonna work? Am I gonna get these feelings reciprocated? Like, should I just like stop? Like, what's someone like me who's head over heels gonna do? Like, is there any way that I can have you feel the same way for me that I feel for you? Like, is there any way? And you have another gorgeous guitar solo. And then this is like the whole realization, the whole like answering thing as well. Like, oh, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, he's realizing, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't think she feels this way about me. Just to hear and not fall in love with you. And oh, can I not fall in love with you? Like, is there a way where I can stop myself from feeling this way? Can I like stop myself from going head over heels? And then again, can I do anything to conceal it? Oh no. Like, you shouldn't, like before it was just no. It was like, oh no, like, I don't think there's a way I can conceal it. Like, can I lock up my heart and I'll feel it? Like, just no. There's no way that you can stop this. These feelings are real. Try to run from the fact, but there's no turning back. I'm in love. And then it's just like, yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. There's nothing that's going to change that. And we have the chorus again. What am I supposed to do instead of like a realization? He's just wondering, like, what can I do? What can I say? What can I do? Like, what is my next course of action? Just see here and not fall in love with you. And right here, oh, I know I cannot fall in love with you. I mean, like, I know that I can't. Like, I shouldn't. Like, this is not good. I shouldn't be doing this. Can I do anything to conceal it? And instead of an oh no, it's just a definite no. Can I lock up my heart and not feel it? Oh no, again. Like, no, you can't keep feeling this way. Try to run from the fact, but there's no turning back. I'm in love. Obviously, this is, again, Wukong to Blake. Just saying straight out, I'm in love and I love you, Blake. And I don't think there's any way I can make you feel the same way, but I love you. I really, really do. I think that's very interesting. From what we've seen from Wukong, it's always been like maybe like it's shown like more of like a like infatuation, like a lust thing, but the song shows that no, Wukong really does love Blake. He cares for her and wants to make her happy. And I like that. I really, really like that. So far, this music has been really, really good, like in sound wise, but like the lyrics and meanings have been really good. Like RWBY music is always good, but something about this volume is hitting me different, you know? It's really good. But again, if anyone knows who the artist for this is, please, please, please let me know. I want to know who drew that and maybe commission them in the future, because that's such a good artwork. All right, but regardless, we're moving on to Neon, which is what I'm excited about. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. I love they made a Neon Cat girl. That's so funny. This artist is really good as well. I need to see if he maybe credited this person as well. Ooh, it's just so funky. It definitely got that whole Neon Cat vibe to it, and I love it. This is like a Pokemon movie song type of feel to it. Ooh, nice. Oh, the trumpet, yes! Fuck yeah. Ooh, you go, dude. That guy on the trumpet's going ham on it. He's not blasting as well, which is good. fun. That's funny. Oh, is there a trumpet solo in this? I really hope there's a trumpet solo in this. That's funny. Ooh, dude, these people on the trumpet, fantastic. I wonder if I could play this. I could probably play the trumpet parts on this song. It's been years since I played my trumpet, but dude, this guy on the trumpet is going ham, and I love it. Really good crescendos. He's not splatting a whole lot. Ooh, that was a good crescendo right there. That's cute. Ooh, ooh. Dude, I love this like synth thing with the trumpet in the back. Really good. Yeah, the two distinct sounds of these two partners right here. God. I can like imagine the person playing the trumpet in my head. Imagine what they're doing. Like this sound, this beat is like what you expect from like a neon like mini golf thing, and I love it. Oh, is that it? Oh, damn. That was really good. All right, please tell me you credited the artist. It's one of my favorite songs ever from RWBY. Sorry it took so long. There we go. Thank you, a background artist. Okay, we're gonna open that in a new tab and save that for myself because. Oh, this person designs concept art for RWBY Chibi. Oh, poggers. Oh, I've seen this person's art on Twitter. It's been like retweeted. Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. That's really cool. I agree with Flint. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. His profile picture is the character. This is one of my favorite tracks so far. It's so fun and like bubbly, and definitely encapsulates the Neon Cat vibe to it so much. But also, you've got that beautiful trumpet. It's so good. So let's look at the lyrics, because this is like the song I was really looking forward to. I want to read this real quick though. A song from volume. I don't really normally read this, but I want to see this. Song from volume 3 of the web series RWBY. Yeah. FNKI and the doubles round. Yep. The song's lyrics depict Neon's constantly taunting her opponents, presumably Yang, the one she faced off with her the most, in perhaps the nicest way she possibly could, complete with high energy and pop music. Yeah. Honestly. All right. So we are all born with a dream. We want to make them true. The best will climb to the top like me, the rest will end up like you. Or definitely taunting. Be like, we all have these lofty aspirations. We all are born with these high like expectations and dreams and stuff like that. The people who can actually make those reality will, like me. But there's people like you who will fail. I bet it's hard to live with, knowing that you'll never be this fine. Don't be distraught. Don't be sad. You gave it your best try. I love that. A little bit of cockiness. Be like, I know. It's hard to deal with, but you just gotta know and realize that you're never gonna be this hot. But don't be sad. You tried your best. Not everyone can be as sexy as this, you know? I love that. Listen, girlfriend, can't you see? I'm all of the things that you'll never be. I'm cool like the rain, and I'm hot like the sun. I'm a neon rainbow, and you're no fun. God, I love... That's so cocky and such a bitch thing to say, and I love it. Be like, come on. You can't compete with me. I'm super fucking cool, and I'm sexy as fuck. I'm a fucking ball of brightness and energy and fun, and you are just a cloudy sky. Oh my god, it's so... I love it. Maybe time to retreat. You need a diva review. You can see I never miss a beat. Your makeover is long overdue. Basically being like, maybe I need to take a step back, take a look at you. Oh, honey, you're a mess. You can see I'm always on top of things, but girl, you need an entire makeover. You need a whole change, because what you're doing right now doesn't work. You've been doing this for way too long. You need to change. Just try to understand this. It's not that I'm trying to outshine. You've got your inner beauty. We can't all be divine. Basically saying like, look, I may be sexy inside and out, but I'm not trying to be hotter than you. It's just some of us are only really hot on the inside. We can't all be this good looking, you know? We need some people to be ugly so that other people's can be hot. And we have the repeat. I'm cool like the rain. And Pollock's on this, so freaking funny. And we have the bridge. No one likes a girl who wears a silly frown. Just wear a smile and you'll turn it all around. Just think of happy things you'll see in no time. Fun every day, the clouds roll away. Try it, you'll see. Just be more like me. So this is a lot what society tries to put on people. Be like, yeah, you can't show sadness. You can't show anger. You got to be happy. You got to put on a fake smile. Like me, I'm smiling. So, and it'll just be all better. Just think of the happy places. Just think of what makes you happy, and then you'll just see all the bad stuff just go away. Just be more like me, man. Just see smiles, happy. Just have me be your role model. Just see me, be like me, but you can't be as hot as me, but you can at least try. That's basically what's happening. I have a really an interesting synth solo. And we end off with the same thing. This is just very much a song of taunting, like they said, and feeling herself. I love the trumpet in this. Lyric-wise, definitely not my favorite song, but just beat-wise and music-wise, it's amazing. I'm a sucker for trumpet. I played that in high school. I freaking did that in marching band, stuff like that. And whoever was playing that trumpet, fantastic. You did not blast like your notes or anything. You did really well on your crescendos. You did some intentional blasting and some points, but very clean, very bright sounds. Yeah, you could tell this guy warmed up for a while because his trumpet sounded like very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't like cold. It didn't sound cold and like sharp. It sounded more warm and bright and like clippy, you know? It's hard to describe this, you know, to people who haven't really played like the trumpet or stuff like that. It's like, it's hard for me to explain, you know, as someone who plays the trumpet, like I understand like what he probably went through to try to get your trumpet to sound like that and stuff like that, but like it's hard to explain like you know how. Obviously for anyone here who's played like mainly a brass instrument, you understand, you know, because like God, when you just pick up your trumpet and you start playing, it's very like cold sounding. It's very like cold, like different kind of sharp sounding. Like it's something that you don't want to hear. And then when you start warming up the instrument, then it starts to get more like you get that sharpness in it with that warmth and that bit of softness to kind of curve it out a bit. And then like the notes are a bit more open and stuff like that. You can get like much brighter notes instead of having them be super harsh. It's this whole thing. This is definitely like a song that I can definitely talk about more music wise, since I actually play the instrument that's featured a lot in this. Because I don't play guitar or piano or stuff like that, so having a trumpet really, really helps out. And I love that they fucking made a trumpet a weapon. That's fucking great. That's amazing. My lord. All right, next we're gonna move on to Mirror Mirror Part 2, which is extremely interesting. How many do we have left? We've got these last 3 in this playlist. So actually real quick, I want to read the comments for this one. Yeah. We got one character based on a meme. Yeah, I mean, Flint Cole, man, he's godly. What are you gonna do? I just spent 2 minutes 55 seconds of my life being insulted and I have no regrets. Yeah. Yeah. The end theme is unique because it's saying I'm better than you, but just smile because it helps, you know? Yeah, it is such a mean message or such a happy, upbeat melody. It's so, like, contradictory. Oh, guys. Oh, yeah, this line from her, you should really try roller skating sometimes. It's really fun, but it might not work for you because you're so, you know, top heavy. Given that I like, God, the burn on that. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, moving on to Mirror Mirror Part 2. Ooh, kind of a creepy sound. Ooh. This is not what I was expecting. It's a much different sounding song than I was thinking of. She has a point. She's lived a privileged life. Yeah, she's born into, like, financial, like, stability. But that's not all that you need in life. Oh, okay, so that lyric's wrong. Interesting. So it's not what's the trouble, it's what's the problem. Yeah, there's the whole thing from the last song from part 1. It's true. She hasn't lived for herself yet. Ooh. Whoa. That's a really interesting sound, and I love that. That's really good. That's really, really good. That's really good. Whoa. Damn, this is really sad. Such a slow song and such like a departure from everything else in this soundtrack so far. This is very appropriate since, you know, Weiss is like isn't she like the Snow White character, and like the whole thing Mirror Mirror on the Wall, who's the fairest of them all, is from Snow White. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so they actually credited this one, so good for you, Flint. You actually did it this time, not on the other one though. All right, so Mirror Mirror part 2. I apologize if you guys can hear the music through my microphone. I don't know why there's like bleed of sound that might be happening. I do apologize if that's the case. At some point I'm getting a different mic, so it'll be easier to filter out that sound, but you know. All right, so this is obviously a continuation of a previous song, and because Mirror Mirror came out in the, like it says right here, in volume 1, and so we've gotten more time with Weiss since then. We've gotten to learn more about her and kind of see her background a bit and see her family, so we get a bit more like background and we get more to the song. So obviously, who am I to complain? My life's been spared so much pain. Born with all that I need, my comfort's all guaranteed. Like I said, she was born in like luxury. She didn't have to worry about where her, like, if she was gonna have a meal that day, of how she was gonna get it, where she was gonna find it. Like, I think the perfect difference that we can show is like between like Weiss's childhood and Emerald's childhood. Emerald lived on the streets. She stole and fought, and she ate when she could. Whereas with Weiss, she never had to worry about that. She never had to worry about like going without a meal. She could be comfy. She didn't she didn't grow up suffering, you know? But she says right here, so what's the problem? What's keeping me from moving forward? It's hard to see. Like, so what's wrong? Like, why can't I go past this? Why can't I continue on with my life? Like, what is keeping me from this? I don't know. She's saying right here, I should be free now. I should be fine. But the life I fought for still isn't mine. So this is obviously also referencing her song earlier and this soundtrack, being like, I'm away from my family. I should be living my own life, and I should be free right now, and I should be okay. But and what I fought for, what I'm trying to do, and what I've wanted, I still don't feel like I'm the one that's doing it. Like, I still don't feel like I'm living my own life. And some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see. I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me. So she's basically saying some other people believe in like old tales and dreams and stuff like that, and like they believe in stuff that isn't there. And she says I know that she could do like great things and be super successful if she just believed in herself. And she's asking, mirror, mirror, tell me something. Can I stop my fall? She's like asking herself, like, is there anything I can do to stop me from spiraling down, from failing? Is there anything that I can do to not succeed? So I can stop myself from failing, stop myself from falling down this hole, you know? Years of scorn will leave you cold. Forget your dreams, do what you're told. When disapproval's all you're shown, the safest place becomes alone. It's basically saying like years and years of being brought down and beat down leaves you cold, leaves you heartless, which leaves you like a bitch, like in the first volume. She's been told, forget your dreams, do what you're told. And then when disapproval is all you're shown as a kid, when that's all you know, like the only place you feel safe is when you're alone, when you don't have anyone to judge you, to talk shit to you, to beat you down. You just have yourself, and that's when you feel safe. And isolation is the price you pay, and every friendship is pushed away. You're afraid to have a friend. You're afraid to have someone come into your life because all you've known is just people beating you down and tearing you apart, basically. She doesn't know how to be a friend. She doesn't know what a friend is, really, and she's afraid of it, so she pushes people away from it. But bit by bit now, a step each day, I'm slowly starting to find my way. This is her saying, like, it hasn't happened all at once like I had hoped it was, but every day I learn a little bit more. I get closer to my goal, and I learn how to be a better person. I learn how to live my own life a little more every day, which is something that everyone can probably take to heart. Like, you don't have to be the most amazing person. You don't have to be the most amazing son, daughter, father, wife, mother, husband, sister, brother, whatever. As long as you're better than the next day, then you're fine. Like, as long as you're doing better the next day and the next day and next day, as long as you're not worse than what you were yesterday, then you're fine. Just keep going. because you'll get there eventually. Again, some believe in fairy stories and the ghosts that they can't see. I know that I could do so much if I could just believe in me, but then here it changes. Mirror, mirror, I'll tell you something. I think I might change it all. She's saying, like, instead of up here saying, like, mirror, mirror, and asking, like, how can I stop myself from failing? She's saying no. Like, instead of, like, don't tell me something, I'm telling you, I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change everyone's perception of me. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to succeed. She's becoming her own self. She's getting that confidence. She's becoming more independent. I can see why a lot of people like Weiss. I'm pretty sure she has the biggest, like, character development out of all four, to be perfectly honest. She's definitely gone through a whole lot of growth since Volume 1. She's still not my favorite. She's not my favorite design-wise, and I don't jive with her personality all that much. I like Yang a lot more, and then probably it's tied between Ruby and Blake, and then Weiss is definitely still fourth. But I can definitely see more now why people like Weiss. I don't think I'll ever become a Weiss simp, but I enjoy her more now than I did in Volume 1. So Rooster Teeth at least succeeded in that, you know? But it's interesting how much pain and like double guessing is being shown in this volume towards Weiss. I'm pretty sure next volume deals a lot with Weiss. I mean, obviously it ended with her going back to her home kingdom with her father, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be with Weiss a lot next volume. It's going to be interesting to learn more about her and see, like, how she is with her family and stuff, because we've only met Winter. So, but moving on, we've got Divide, which is going to be interesting. This thumbnail is pretty interesting. Very creative. Ooh, very dark. I like this. Ooh. Yeah, it's very, like, mysterious, dark. It's a nice sound. Oh, wow. Wow. This is very much a villain talking. Damn. Holy shit. True. That's very true. Divide and conquer. Yeah, it's typically how war and battle will go. Yeah. Damn, dude. This is a great theme for a villain. The lyrics are, like, really good. Ooh, damn, that's a long held note. Ooh, a nice quiet piano right there. Ooh, I really like this. Very creepy. Kind of like church religion type of feel. Ooh, that was nice. That was really nice. I really liked that. Hey, going to rock now. Damn. Ooh, very much a villain perspective. Have you no shame? Oh, gods. Damn. Holy shit. I can definitely see her saying this. Wait. Huh. Lies, huh? You burn. Okay. Okay. That has something interesting in it. Very, very interesting. Real quick. Hey, thank you for actually giving them credit. That's all I asked for from you, Flint. Gotta give credit to those artists, man. Alright. So, there's a little bit in there that made me a little curious. We'll get to it when we get to that lyric, but... So, this is obviously being told by Salem. Obviously, I mean, the picture shows it as well. That kind of helps you, but this is obviously being told by her. I have a feeling she's talking to Ozpin. Because it was kind of left on a cliffhanger, but I think that Ozpin is captured by Salem. So... I think she's talking directly to him. So, does it feel good knowing you tried, knowing that all that remains is the slow, cold, brutal death of the fools that will all die in vain? This is like typical villain gloating, like, how does it feel? How does it feel knowing that you failed? All this death and destruction. How does it feel knowing your efforts will fail? All that you've built will be torn down, the hope of your people assailed. Send your guardians, they will fail. Legends and heroes will crumble and fall. You will not prevail. Just basically being like, put in everything you've got. Everyone will fail. You will not win. Everything you do will just end in failure. You will not succeed. Very much a typical villain thing. Then when allied together, a threat men display, divide them with doubt, it will all wash away. So this is very true. IRL, and this is very common in like movies and games, stuff like that. Usually, like when people come together, it's a threat. People are strong together. But if you tear people up from the inside, divide them, then they become weaker. Hence the term divide and conquer. Like, if any of you have watched like Captain America: Civil War, Zemo says something very similar, where like he basically, the sentiment is like, if something from the outside tries to break up like a team, they won't succeed because they'll just band together against that one outside force. But if something from within is the cause of breaking up the team, there's nothing that all of them can rally against together and fight. People will have their own thoughts, their own ideas, their own feelings towards stuff. So it's much different. And then she said here, one spark can incite their hope and ignite the hearts of their weary souls. I will extinguish that flame. She's saying like one person can rally people, can make people feel hope, and can bring them that hope, and then they can band together and fight. And she's saying, I will take care of that. This might be referencing to Pyrrha, to be perfectly honest, being like Pyrrha's, like, she thinks Pyrrha is that one person that would incite hope in others and be like the leader for people, and so she had Cinder, and so Cinder killed her. That flame extinguished, that hope is gone, you know. Form your armies, dream your dreams, make your plans and plots your schemes, send your fighters one and all, then in battle watch them fall. Being like, go ahead, waste your time banding together, think you're gonna win. In the end, you're just gonna fail. You're not gonna succeed. I'm gonna beat you. I'm stronger than you. I'm better than you, you know. It was you who ended their lives, made them dig their own graves. With your dark, sick, cruel design, convinced them the world could be saved. So this basically her just telling Ozpin, like, you're the one who led them to death. You're the one who put these ideas of peace and prosperity and stuff like that into their heads, and it's basically lying to them. You convince them that what they're doing is meaningful. And she just says right here, have you no shame? Oh, I love that. Signing them up for war. Because that is true. Osmond is training these hunters and huntresses when they're like teenagers, like very like young, like they're still children. But you're like basically signing them up for war. Like they don't have a choice in this anymore. Train them to fight what they can't beat. Your sins are what they'll pay for. She's basically saying like you're training them for a losing battle. They're gonna pay for your wrongdoings. Sacrifice them for your needs. Slaughter is coming, the end drawing near. You'll regret your deeds. Again, basically being like you are using these people for your own advantage, Ozpin. But they're all going to die. The end for them is coming. And you're going to regret everything that you've done. This is what made me interesting, though. What made me interested, though. This pre-chorus right here. Legends and fairy tales scattered in time. Maidens and kingdoms wrapped up in a lie. These children you mislead. You'll watch them all bleed. Strength will not bring you victory. So, obviously, we've seen that Salem in the song is all about, like, making people fear each other and kind of like sow these lies and stuff like that. But I don't know about this one. This seems kind of real because like even like Crow said, like fairy tales are based off of reality. It's like, yeah, legends, fairy tales scattered in time, like from all over the place. Like these legends and fairy tales exist, but we don't know like where exactly they originated from, if they're real or not, if they actually happen and stuff. Like obviously the one that with the maidens is real to some extent because there was a maiden there. And basically saying like maidens and kingdoms wrapped up in a lie. So like maybe these fairy tales and legends aren't telling the full story. Maybe there's another half to the story that was kept from these people. So it's like a lie that people are being fed. The children that Osmond's misleading with these legends and fairy tales. And so Osmond's going to watch them bleed because their strength will not bring them a victory. Then again, divide them, tear them apart, sever their trust, it will strangle their hearts. Inside them, plant seeds of doubt. Hope will be smothered, they'll turn on each other. Again, exactly what I said. Like, you want to tear them from the inside out. That's how you know it's truly dead. You want to incite that doubt in each other so they can't trust each other, so they can't band together and fight the actual, like, villain. They'll be just too busy with each other to focus on what's actually at hand. And then hatred will sprout, suspicion and doubt. Friendships deny while allegiances die. The taste will be sweet when you get what you've earned, and I'll watch you burn. Again, being like with all the doubt with people, like there'll be nothing but suspicion and doubt. Like there won't be, friendships will end, new friendships won't be formed. Partnerships and allegiances between kingdoms and people will fizzle out. They'll go away. They'll be distrustful of each other, and Salem's just gonna watch it all. She's gonna watch what she thinks people have earned, and she's gonna enjoy watching people burn. Very, very much of a villain way of thinking and a villain song, and I like it. I like it a lot. Very straightforward with the lyrics, to be perfectly honest, but still pretty good. But yeah, we move on to the final song in this playlist, and we've got a few more after that. Oh, this one's probably gonna make me cry. Cold. Oh, fuck that artwork. Oh, fuck, dude.
I never felt that it was wise to wish too much. To dream too big would only lead to being crushed. Then I met you, you weren't afraid of anything. You taught me how to leave the ground, to use my wings. I never thought a hero would ever come my way, but more than that, I never thought you'd be taken days of doubt were in the past with you around. You helped me feel I had a place, direction found. You showed me that a greater dream can be achieved. Enough resolve will conquer all if we believe. The light you gave to guide me will never fade away. But moving forward never felt as hard as today. Now it's cold without you here. It's like winter lasts all year, but your star still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye.
Who drew this artwork? Oh, there's sheet music to it. What's a Pixabember? Hold on. What is this? Wow. I've said this for basically every soundtrack reaction. These songs in particular remind me a lot of my uncle. I miss him a lot, and the lyrics to this song very much remind me of the day that I lost him. You know? God, man. Let's look at these lyrics. I never felt that it was wise to wish too much. To dream too big would only lead to being crushed. Obviously, this is Jean talking about like how he never thought big. He never thought that he would amount to anything. Then I met you. You weren't afraid of anything. You taught me how to leave the ground to use my wings. Pyrrha, obviously, she was so talented, so great, and it showed. Jean saw how great someone could be, and Pyrrha tried to make Jean realize how great he could be. I never thought a hero would ever come my way. Be more than that, I never thought you'd be taken, but more than that, I never thought you'd be taken away. He never thought someone so awesome would come into his life, would be there for him, but he never saw that Pyrrha would pass away and die. This one's a lot like my uncle. He was a fantastic man, and I loved him a lot, and I never thought that he would die so soon. I never saw it coming. And now it's cold without you here. It's like winter lasts all year, but your star's still in the sky. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to say goodbye. When my uncle first passed away, the world felt different. It felt colder without him, knowing I'd never be able to see his face, see his smile again. But this is Jean saying, "But your stars in the sky, your legacy is still there. The memories are still there. So I won't say goodbye. I don't have to." And like with us, like I don't ever really have to say goodbye to him. On my nights next to my bed, I have a picture of my uncle. We have pictures of my uncle all around the house. We still have the ability to see a photo of his face, a memory. My days of doubt were in the past with you around. You helped me feel I had a place, direction found. Obviously, Jean, he was like, I doubted myself all the time. But when I met you, all that doubt went away. Pyrrha helped Jean find a place in the world and have a goal. Show me that a greater dream can be achieved, enough resolve will conquer all if we believe. Pyrrha shows Jean that what he wants, that he can obtain, he can work for it, and that with enough hardship and effort that he can get it, that nothing will stop him in his way if you believe that you can. The light you gave to guide me will never fade away, but moving forward never felt as hard as today. The advice, the training, the experiences that John had will never leave him. He will always have that. However, moving on with his life, living day after day without her, it's going to be rough, but it's never going to be as hard as the day it happened, the first day that he has to deal with it. Okay. I want to read this. The second of two closing credit songs of the RWBY Volume 3 finale, End of the Beginning and Cold, is interpreted to be Jean Arc's farewell message to Pure Nikos, the woman who loved him and acted as his mentor all throughout the series. After she died in battle against Cinderfall, it is also interpreted and later confirmed by Jeff Williams at PAX East 2016 to be another tribute song to Monty Ohm, the series' original creator, who passed away on February 2015. The fact that this song plays over the special thanks section of the credits as it passed over his name emphasizes the validity of this meaning. It's great. I think we could all agree Monty was a hero to us as well. I hate death, dude. I hate it. I'm sorry. I've been dealing with a lot this past month. There's some personal stuff happening with my grandparents. Their health is in jeopardy a lot. I'm really afraid. I'm really scared. And this song just makes me just think of my uncle and think what might happen in this year or the coming year. It makes me really scared. And it's bringing out emotions I've been trying to keep in for the past month. And I just... Fuck, man. Like... I'm sorry. I've cried in every one of these things. I'm so sorry. It's just these fucking songs, man, and everything that's been happening with my family and stuff has been... It's... Fuck, man. I want to talk a little bit right now. Recently I had gotten this new job I've been talking about. It's been great. It's been fantastic. It's been such a blessing. And I've just... during, like, me working, I just kept thinking, like, if my uncle was around, how proud he would be, how supportive he would have been, and how much he would have loved the company I'm working for, and how much he would have supported me and the company and everything I'm doing. And I've been thinking a lot about him recently. And God, this song just... I didn't know what this song was going to be. I didn't. I didn't really hear it in the credits because I just fast forward to get to the end credits scene. And I hate it, man. The world sucks. Why do people have to die? On top of that, why do good people have to go so soon? Monty fucking died so soon and so young. In 2015, my fucking uncle had to die so young in 2011. Like, why? Why? You know, I'm pretty sure there's people that complain about Pierre's death scene, of how it was really quick and just really sudden, but that's how death is, you know? Death's super sudden. Like, fucking when my uncle died, like, I didn't know. I didn't know he had died. He had been sick for a while, but at the end of a Saturday, my mom told me that he passed away. And it threw me for a loop. And when Monty died, it was just so sudden as well. And it threw everyone for a loop. It's shit like this, it just makes me hope that one day I can do something in these people's names, in their honor. One of my goals in life is to be able to, like, do something in my uncle's name that would make him proud and would help others that are dealing with the shit that he dealt with. This song, it's a good song. It's a really good song. It really conveys that emotion and that the tragedy that is there. I want to see the comments on this video. Yeah, man, I can't believe it. Fucking last month, it had been 6 years since we lost Monty. 6. And this November, it's gonna be 10 since I've lost my uncle. This artwork's gorgeous. I love that it's like painted, you know? This is something I'm really curious about. I want to see how people react to Pierre's death, and especially how Jean reacts to it, and how he holds Pierre's legacy. I need to move on. So that's it from Flint of RWBY. Everything else is just going to be this image. We've got Time to Say Goodbye, the acoustic version. We've got It's My Turn, the remix, and we got RWBY versus FNKI. Oh, suck it up, Doss. Suck it up. We've stopped being a little fucking bitch and get to it. Alright. Here we go. Time to Say Goodbye, acoustic. Wow, that's really beautiful. So this is obviously last season's opening song. So nothing really to look at the lyrics for, but I want to listen to it, you know? It takes on a different like feel and a meaning to it, you know? Because the regular one is just very upbeat and very like uplifting, and this one's just very somber and soft. feel like it fits like everything that's happened. Like this could be used for like a new beginning, you know? Say goodbye. And the innocence of youth, the time seemed to fly. Carefree lives and the solitude and peace we always knew. Wow, this is very pretty. The acoustic versions they make for these songs are always really interesting. I wonder if there's acoustic for this volume's intro. It'll be really interesting to hear. Casey is just such great range, you know? Like, she's so talented. The fact that she can, like, sing these beautiful melodies and then belt out a banger and rock is just crazy. It's so interesting to hear the difference between this and the original. It's so, like, good. So, like, different. It's just such an interesting, like, change. It's weird how, like, a change in cadence it's crazy how much that changes. You know? It's like the original is like so upbeat and like so like power inducing, and this one's just so melodic and a bit eerie. Like it's so weird. You know what I would love after Codes and everything? I would love to go to a concert with Casey and Jeff Williams. I would love to just like experience their music live, you know? That was really beautiful. Obviously, there's nothing for me to analyze with lyrics and give my thoughts on how things mean and stuff like that, because it's just like it's a song we've already heard, you know. So we move on to "It's My Turn," the James Ondino remix. I don't recall what the original one is. I have to like remember it, so I have to hear it. So let's go ahead and take a listen, shall we? Okay, yeah. That's a very like lo-fi remix. I like it. Ooh. 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 This guy's really good at making these beats and stuff. That's very like relaxing, kind of like a lo-fi. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's a funky. Ooh. Oh. Now that is sick. Dude, this guy's talented, man. This is a fantastic sound. It's such an interesting sound. It's like so unique and different to what this song originally was. It's so like cool. It's like kind of relaxing as well, you know? Come on. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that build up as well. And then we get a drop. Such a funky drop, and I love it. It's like so funky, and I love it. It's like so different. I'm always a fan of remixes, man. If you can get something that's really, really good and make it something different that's good as well, fantastic work. Like, fantastic job. Like, it's such a different sound, but it's now its own unique thing, you know? That's very well done. Very well done. Good job, James. That was very well done. Well, we've got one more. We have one more song to go through. So, I'm excited. It's RWBY versus FNKI, which I think this is Flint, Cole, and Neon right here. Who the hell is K and I, though? That I want to know who those two are. Okay. Let's hear it. Yes! Yes! Turn this up. Turn this up. Turn it up. Just turn it up. Oh, it's not like a blasting trumpet either. It's so good. Oh my god, there's so much happening. I love it. This is obviously the neon theme right here, but it's the extra. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's just so good, dude. That's so good. Oh, oh, oh. Fucking jazz in this bitch. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It's the theme, but jazzed up. Dude, this guy on the trumpet, fantastic. I'm not someone who ever did jazz when I was in band, so mad respect. Ooh. Those saxophones, oboes. That's a trumpet with a oh, I forget what it's called. God, I forgot what that piece was called. I haven't used it in so long. Trombone. It's a nice bass. Ooh. Ooh, that's really good. That's really well done. Ooh. That's some good control on those trumpets. Really good crescendos. That sounds a lot like Persona right there. Oh, and then we go into another beat. Ooh, kind of like a noir, like thriller type of feel to it. Another with a mute. That's what's called a mute. Trumpet with a mute. Ooh. More trombone. A tuba in the back. I think it's tuba. It's either tuba or a bass. Ooh, that's a sexy sax. What type of sax is that? Is that an alto? Maybe? I don't know if it's a tenor. It could be a tenor, though. Ooh. Dude, the control on these trumpets is insane. Holy shit, this is orgasmic to me right now. This is so good. I'm just like listening to everything right now. Ooh, that was some really good control on that. Oh, don't tell me that's it. Is it over? Ah, that was really well done. Dude, the orchestra for that, fantastic. The brass on that was great. So, I want to read up on this right here. Oops. No, I just had it. Okay, hold on. I just had it, I accidentally deleted it. Okay, hold on. I want to read up on this because this is they had something written down with the genius thing right here. But that was gorgeous sounding. All right, here we go. The track is used for when Weiss and Yang fight. Flint Neon, mix of both pop and pop themed and jazz style music makes it catchy and fun to listen to. Part of this theme is borrowed from the character theme Neon, which we saw as well. That jazz outro was fantastic. That was such a that was such a great song to end on. Holy shit. If I had to choose my favorite, it would definitely be honestly it's this one, to be honest. RWBY versus FNKI. I really want to know who the K and I are. Hopefully we meet them. Obviously it's Flint and Neon, but that was so good. That was such a good way to finish. Man, what a great soundtrack. Really, really strong. Man, this recording is 2 hours long. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out from this. I'm probably just going to cut out like a bit from the beginning. And I like to keep these viewings raw and stuff like that, so you guys can just relax to it, maybe put it on in the background and stuff like that, and listen to the music while I'm reacting to it and stuff like that. But man, I said some of this in my overview of what I thought of Volume 3 for RWBY. I really enjoyed Volume 3. I thought Volume 3 was really good. I enjoyed a lot of the fight scenes. I know a lot of people... I've seen people in the comments being like, they didn't really enjoy it. Like, there was someone in my comments earlier that... I mean, I did ask for the opinion, but they stated... Let me see if I can find it. Right here. They stopped watching RWBY at Volume 3, Chapter 3, because to them it felt like it was falling apart. They said the fights were boring, and there was lots that was just bugging them. And then this is a weird reason, but he said that the straw that broke the camel's back for him was that Crow didn't wield a scythe, and they didn't even bother changing the script to reflect that. I caught that in the beginning as well. I was like, how's that a scythe? That's not a fucking scythe. But then they showed it at the end, like, oh, it changes form, and so that's how it can turn into a scythe. It can be a gun, a buster sword, and a scythe. Okay. But I didn't see that as a reason to like stop watching the show, in my opinion. And then they put, like, I thought they were phoning in a final season to wrap up things based on Monty's ideas, but without passion for it. They said they gave up and they only heard it secondhand about all the tragedies and stuff like that. They were surprised, and then they were surprised that RWBY was still going on, continuing. So they're like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go back and watch it and stuff like that. But then they said like they started watching it around the middle of Volume 5, and then they really liked what they were seeing, and so they went back to Volume 3. I thought I had this video paused, by the way. But they said like that at every turn, like, it reminded him that Monty had died. And so it was with that attitude that they experienced the death at Pierre and Nico's, and it just didn't hit them as hard as it did with everyone else in the community. And it's partially because they were prepared for it, and partially because it had reminded them of Monty. And they said specifically, it still confused me how many people say Volume 3 is their favorite. They just don't get it. I wanted to touch base on this a bit. I think a lot of people consider this their favorite volume because of the tone shift. You can tell that the tone for RWBY has changed, like, throughout this season. Like, it's no longer like the fun kiddie thing where, like, oh, everything's a gun, it's super fun. We experience real death. We experience people that we have grown to love die. In my honest opinion, I think this person is being a bit pessimistic. There's nothing wrong with being reminded of Monty's death a lot in a show. This is Monty's baby. This was Monty's creation. On top of that, some things that you say is kind of not really a good reason. Like, there's fights in this volume that are still from Monty. Like, there's still some fights in Volume 3 that were animated by Monty. Not a lot of them, but there's still some. So you saying like the fights were boring and stuff, like, I don't really see that. A lot of these fights are really creative, and I think well done. I'm gonna be completely honest and blunt. I think it's really stupid that the reason, the final reason that you decided to drop RWBY for the time that you did was because a character's weapon wasn't the scythe that they're saying. Yes, I agree. At first, his thing didn't look like a scythe at all. I even called it out. Like, how is it a scythe? What the fuck? And then they revealed, like, oh, it can change into a scythe, and that's how, like, that's actually really cool, and that makes sense. Okay, everyone has their own taste, and from people who've watched this and people in my comments, they say like this isn't really their favorite volume as well. Like, some people prefer volume 2, and some people prefer future volumes. So far, this is my favorite volume out of the first 3. I don't know how the ones in the future are going to be, but like right now, this is my favorite. The music was really good for me personally. I thought the fights were really creative. The new weapons that were introduced were really, really interesting, creative, and they had like actual stakes and consequences, which I enjoyed. And we like fucking Yang lost an arm. Pyrrha and Penny are dead. Like, their school is overrun by Grimm. Like, these are lasting consequences and stuff that isn't going to just be like wiped away for the most part, or at least not for a while, I guess. So like, that's the thing. Like, we're all entitled to our own opinions, and that's fine if you don't like volume 3 and stuff. But I wouldn't go and say that there wasn't any passion put into this, and like they were just phoning stuff in. You don't know what the development team for RWBY were doing. None of us do, except for the people who actually work there, or people that know the people that worked on this. I'm more than certain that working on this volume for the team was rough because of Monty's passing, and they wanted to try to do it right. I understand kind of what you mean about like that you thought they were heading for like a kind of series finale type of thing because of Monty's death, but they wanted to continue it because this was Monty's dream, and they didn't want that dream to die. I know there's people in this community that say like, oh, RWBY should have ended after the so and so volume. It should have ended after so and so volume. From what I've seen from people talking in general throughout the years, people don't really enjoy the future volumes. From what I've been seeing from volume 8 and what it's been releasing, people have been really, really loving that. It's been really great. One thing that I just want to say is don't try to, like, I'm not saying this comment is doing it by any means. I asked for feedback and for like your thoughts and stuff, and he gave it to me, and I appreciate that, and I actually really enjoyed it, and I like seeing someone else's perspective and a different perspective and different skew in that. What I want to say is, just in case for the future, because I know things in the RWBY fandom have been really, really weird and rough in the past few years. Don't try to fault someone for enjoying this stuff. All right. I don't know what's to come for RWBY for the most part. There's still a few things I know about that haven't happened yet, but for the most part, for the rest of this, I'm going in extremely blind. Like I said, I knew that Pyrrha died. I knew that Yang lost an arm at some point, and I knew that at some point Penny died. I didn't know when any of this shit happened, and it fucking all surprised me in this because I thought it would happen at least for Yang and Pyrrha would happen later. And I'm enjoying RWBY, and I'm excited to see where things go. As someone who's been watching RWBY's content since 2014, I've kind of felt like I wasn't allowed to watch RWBY because I wanted to make videos on it. So I kept trying to distance myself from the community and try to ignore stuff. And I've been enjoying this. I've been loving seeing you guys like watch my videos and react with me and relive these moments. And I love getting guys' comments and feedback and stories and stuff like that. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it, and I'd enjoy like seeing you guys interact with it. So I just want people to know that you can't like go judging like something because that's how you feel about it, you know? You can tell that the team worked really hard on this volume, even though everything that happened. Like, at the very least, you can tell by the music how much work gets put into that. I think we can all agree, like, RWBY's music is probably, like, some of the best stuff from RWBY. And, like, you can see how much the show has improved. The animations are much more smooth and fluid. Their storytelling is so much better. It's a great show. It's a fantastic show, and I'm excited to be continuing reacting to this, you know? And I want to end this video by saying thank you to Monty. He's created something that's very fun and very entertaining to me. Like, and it's still a very popular thing. This thing's so popular it's gotten a dub in Japanese and a manga. Like, this is a very, like, loved franchise from Rooster Teeth. And it seems like they're doing a lot of right with it now. It's been a fantastic ride watching this, and I look forward to continue watching it. I look forward to the times that RWBY's going to make me cry, make me happy, make me angry, make me frustrated. I'm excited for that. You know? I'm excited to finally experience this stuff. I'm excited to have you guys join me on that adventure. And so for that, I also want to thank all the new subscribers I've been getting. I've gotten an influx of subs recently, which I was not expecting at all. And I thank you for that. I really do. It's gonna be a shame when I'm caught up with RWBY and we're not doing this weekly anymore. It's gonna suck. It's gonna make me pretty sad, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to have these conversations with people. I'm excited to go into the Rooster Teeth website and just go into these forums and have discussions with people, have debates, debate on who the best waifu is. How Yang is far superior than Weiss, you know? And yeah, I'm excited to see how Weiss changes more. Like, so many people love Weiss. So many people simp over Weiss. And I had never seen it. Especially after watching the first volume. I was like, she's such a fucking bitch, you know? Bad man. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this long-ass fucking video. I don't know why you guys watch this, but you guys do. I hope you enjoyed this. We will be back next week. I believe there is a character short to watch right before the first episode of the next volume, so I'll be watching both in the same episode. But I'll see you guys next week. Again, if you guys want to see any more reactions that I do, I am going to be reacting at the time that this comes out for everyone, not even just for members. I will be reacting to Falcon and Winter Soldier, and hopefully I manage to get the Zack Snyder cut up on my channel. But I'll see you guys in the next video next week. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Goodbye, everyone.